Welcome everyone to the second Eastern semifinal matchup. The number 3 Prince Edward Islanders and the number 2 Baltimore Marauders. I'm Mike, how you doing? Winner goes on to face the Memphis Kings in the Eastern Division Final. These two teams met once during the season, in which Baltimore took care of the Islanders 23-13. These two teams actually met in the playoffs last season in the first round, except it was the Islanders at home, and the Islanders won 25-15. Only to fall the next round to the St. Louis Archers. The Islanders are going to have to play without starting quarterback Gerald Diaz, who is out for the season. So whatever they're going to do this postseason, they're going to have to do with backup quarterback Nick Vernon, who actually managed to win last week against the Boston Banshees. There's the Marauders ready for their first ever postseason home game. It looks like Prince Edward will start with the ball. So here's kicker Jan Eriksson. His first year with the Marauders. And this playoff game is underway. It's Chris Kerr. Gets to the 26-yard line. And the Islanders will start. Quarterback Nick Vernon, running backs 29 Christian Hayes and 26 Patrick Muir. Receivers 16 Chris Kerr, 87 Alex Renberg, 15 Jairus Owens, and 12 Xavier Hughes. Haynes gets 3 yards on that. Slot end 89 Devontae Preciado. Offensive line Kyle Hughes, Jonathan Anderson, Nate Gillison, Jalen Hewitt, and Bruce Peters. There's Haynes with another run. He's gonna get the first down. He's stopped by outside linebacker Ken Richmond. Hayes running again. He gets 2 yards. Baltimore defensive line at ends 96 Garrett Stafford and 54 Max Avery, and defensive tackles 90 Carlos Davis and 95 Alan Burrell. Vernon looks for his first pass. He hits Owens, and he's going to get the first down in Baltimore territory. Jalen Lewis with a stop. 1st and 10 at the Marauder 48-yard line. There's Vernon. Vernon throws. Incomplete, intended for Owens again. But he was being chased. 2nd and 10. Linebackers for Baltimore, 58 Jake McRae, 67 Greg White, 43 Anthony Hoover, and 93 Ken Richmond. Vernon throws. He gets Hughes. Xavier Hughes gets to the 2-yard line before he's finally stopped by Sean Anderson. Anderson, one of the defensive backs, along with 41 Drew Ivey, 48 Andrew Roberts, 2 Jalen Lewis, and 22 Curtis Thomas. Vernon's going to run it himself for the touchdown. What a way to start for the Prince Edward Islanders. Here's Darius Carman for the extra point. That's up and good.
The score is now 7-0.
So a 7-0 start for the Islanders. And with the Marauders' first possession, they're already going to start from behind. Looks like Jelani Bryant is going to receive the kickoff. He gets to the 24-yard line. And out comes quarterback number 7, Derek Russell. Starting offense for the Marauders at running backs, number 38, Mike Lawson, and number 27, J.J. Byrne. Receivers, 82, Lorenzo Anderson, 18, Sean Sanders, 1, Jelani Bryant. Lawson loses a yard, second down. 87, Michael Brown. 89, Jordy Anderson. Slot end, number 88, Rashad Boyster. And the offensive line, Corey Thomas, Robbie Corum, Marquise Duncan, Malcolm Parrish, and Quinty Klein. That is an incomplete pass. Third down. Look at the defensive line for the Islanders. At defensive ends, 97 Kwan Hines, 93 Cameron Lampkins. And defensive tackles, 92 Darian Fenwick and 99 Robbie Reed. That's going to be fourth down. So here comes punter Stephen Paul. Islander linebackers include number 50 J.D. Green, 90 Adrian Gates, 73 Dre Davis, and 63 Robert Harvey. Kerr getting the punt. The Islanders are going to start at the 30-yard line. Vernon, incomplete. Close to intercepted by Greg White. Second down.
The ball is on the 30-yard
Vernon gets a yard. He's put down by Drew Ivey, the quarterback. 3rd and 9. Vernon throws, hits Kerr. And that's a first down, getting up to the 45-yard line. There's a 14-yard catch for Kerr from Vernon. Vernon's going to run himself. And gets stopped by Curtis Thomas. 2nd and 4 at the Baltimore 49-yard line. So 2 possessions, 2 trips into Baltimore territory. Pitches to Haynes. Haynes gets 2 yards. Stopped by Richmond. Vernon Haynes gets nowhere. It's going to be 4th down after the stop by Carlos Davis.
The ball is on the 47-yard line.
So this is the punter, Noel Ben. Lonnie Bryant's going to run over Kerr before being stopped by Preciado. The Marauders will start at the 11-yard line.
It's 1st and 10. The ball is on the 11-yard line.
Lawson gets dropped for a loss of 2. And that's J.D. Green with the stop.
Second and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 9. That's Corum with a false start. So it's going to be 2nd and 16 at the 5-yard line. Lawson. He puts the Jets on. Gets the 1st down at the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 20. 21.
From the 26-yard line.
1st and 10. Russell runs it himself. Gets 5. He's stopped by Adrian Gates and Dre Davis. 2nd down at the 31. Less than 3.5 to go in the 1st quarter. Russell gets the 1st down. That's at the 38. That's a fumble. Corum picks it up. That looked like an incomplete, but refs. So it is going to count as the first completed pass for the Marauders. It's a 3-yarder to Sean Sanders. 2nd and 7. Incomplete, intended for Boister. 3rd and 7. Two and a half left in the quarter. Bryant catches and fumbles. That's the 2nd time that quick drop is considered a fumble, but that one's picked up. That one's picked up by Doug Reeve. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Islanders at the 43-yard line. Avoids the sack, avoids another defender. Jalen Lewis finally stops him before he gets the 1st down. It's a 7-yard pass, or a 7-yard run, rather. But he could have lost like 3 or 4 on that one originally. And he's just going to run it and get the 1st down at the 31. About a minute and a half to go in the 1st quarter. Incomplete. That was intended for Christian Haynes. 2nd and 10. Vernon is sacked by McCray. So that's a loss of 6. 3rd and 16 at the 37-yard line, effectively taking them out of what this game considers field goal range. And he's going to put them right back in it. That encroachment by Avery. Goes 3rd and 11 at the 32-yard line. Vernon looks. He's going to run. He's going to get sacked by Jalen Lewis. He's going to lose 2. And it's up to Carmen now to get the field goal and put him up by 10 before the end of the quarter. Short. I don't know how that happened. Either way, it's 1st and 10, still 7-0. And Lawson dances around in the backfield. And Christian Scott was unconvinced it's going to be a loss of 3. 4 seconds to go in the quarter. 3, 2, 1. Russell throws. Incomplete. Intended for J.J. Byrne. If he could have caught that one, he could have broken it, to be honest. But that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Score is still 7-0 in favor of the Islanders. Marauders have 3 total passing yards. They're going to need that to fix that problem soon. They're lucky that at this point it's still a 1-score game. Russell throws. He gets Bryant. He's going to get 6 for that one. This is Stephen Paul to punt. Chris Kerr would probably call a fair catch. So 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Islanders. Vernon runs. It's going to be a holding call on Kyle Hughes. So 1st and 20 for the Islanders at the 25. Haynes gets 4. Second and 16 at the 29. Haynes gets a yard, 3rd and 15. Vernon looks. There's a receiver right in his face, but he gets it to Kerr. I'm sorry, there was a defender right in his face, but he gets it to Kerr. That's going to be a 1st down at the 41-yard line on the Baltimore side. There's a 29-yarder from Vernon to Kerr. That fumble, that's going to be Roberts. That's Andrew Roberts, the cornerback. And Baltimore is going to start at their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10. That's what a lot of these fumbles come from, is from either what should be incomplete passes or, see, that one actually tends to happen in real life sometimes, knock the ball out of his hand, or a pitch that just nobody knows where it's going. But that was picked up by Doug Reeve, and it's 1st and 10 for the Islanders all over again. And he's going to get to the Baltimore 49-yard line. 2nd and 3. Vernon's going to run it himself. I don't know who they're giving that credit to, but I'm giving it to Ken Richmond. who's at the bottom of the pile.
First down.
Nate Gillison. I don't know how, of all people, he can be a center can be the one
At the 45-yard line.
for false start. Vernon back to pass, throws incomplete. Intended for Patrick Muir. 2nd and 15.
It's 2nd and 15.
Vernon sacked. That was the defensive end, Max Avery.
It's 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd and 17. They're pushed back to the 47-yard line. That run is stopped by Jake McRae. And if he didn't make it from 34, if he didn't make it from the 34, he's not going to make it from the 36. But 53-yard kick, and no. So it is going to be Baltimore ball
The ball is on
at the 25-yard line. Russell throws, incomplete. Intended for. Is it Andre Walker?
It's 2nd and 10.
Oh no, that was for Lawson. I was on the wrong side of that thing. Lawson gets 4.
It's 3rd and 6.
Russell looks, throws, incomplete. That was intended for Jelani Bryant. It's going to be 4th and 6.
4th and 6.
So this is going to be Stephen Paul to punt again. Kerr's actually going to take it with him this time. Not going to get much. He's going to get to the 31. It's 1st and 10 for the Islanders. Vernon has actually been playing a pretty impressive game for being the backup quarterback. Diaz may face a little bit of quarterback competition next year, but let's not count our chickens just yet. Vernon gets 2 on that. Chased down by Jalen Lewis. Almost sacked, but he managed to get a little bit out of it. 2nd and 8. Vernon pitches to Haynes. Haynes gets another 6. 3rd and 2. Brought down by Ken Richmond. Haynes gets the 1st down. A playoff win may not keep Vernon on Prince Edward Island. May not keep him in Charlottetown, but it may also get him looked at by some other teams needy of a quarterback. Vernon throws, complete to Remsburg. Alex Remsburg with 12 yards on that. Vernon hits Haynes. Haynes gets 2 on that. Brought down by Greg White. Hands off to Haynes. He gets another yard. Once again, White with the stop. Third and 7 at the Marauders 44-yard line. Haynes is going to try to push through. Stopped by Richmond, and again, Greg White. This is going to be 4th down. Noel Ben for the punt. Fair catch called at the 12. .3:14 to go in the half. It's still 7-0 Prince Edward Islanders over the Baltimore Marauders. Derek Russell pitches to Lawson. That's another fumble. Nobody on this Marauders team can seem to keep their hands on the ball. And that is their 4th lost fumble of the day. And it's only the 2nd quarter. Vernon looks. He's going to take it himself. Is he going to get it? Nope, he's not going to get the 1st down, but he is going to get it to the 9. 2nd and 1. Greg White with the stop. And as always, right after a big play, there's always a false start penalty. Haynes gets a yard, 3rd and 5 at the 13. Yeah, that was Jonathan Anderson with that false start earlier. Haynes gets nothing on that one. Stopped by Carlos Davis, and they're going to have to go for the field goal. Let's hope we can at least kick it from here. This is going to be a 37-yard attempt. I know this is going to be after the 2-minute warning, it's going to be a 30-yard attempt. It's good. So finally, after so many threatening possessions, the Islanders managed to up their lead to 10. Now Baltimore will get the kickoff. They'll have a minute 55 to do something before the end, before the half. Darius Carmen to kick off. Jelani Bryant gets to the 30, and he's taken down by, not seeing it on the sheet, number 30, whoever he was. I do not have the special teams on my sheet. Russell gets 3 yards on that run. 2nd down. They're going to call a timeout. So a minute 40 left in the 2nd quarter. Lawson. Another fumble. Another lost fumble. This one picked up by Lampkins. That is Baltimore's 5th lost fumble for the first half. Haynes is going to lose 2 on that. Stopped by Sean Anderson. 2nd and 12. Haynes again. He's going to gain 3 to the 34. And Baltimore's going to call their last timeout. Haynes. 4th and 3. So after the 6-yard rush, Carmen's going to try to make it 13-0. That is good. So late in the second, it's 13-0 Islanders. This is the second Canadian team to compete in this round of the playoffs. The first one, Ottawa, lost at home. The number 2 seed against the number 3 Milwaukee Frostbite. Last year, the Islanders were one of 2 teams to win at home in the first round. There were 8 games that last year in the first round because there were no bye weeks. So all four number ones were gone. Here's Bryant. Gets to the 26-yard line, 48 seconds. The Marauders may want to rethink their running game, as Lawson has coughed the ball up 3 times himself. The other 2 were incompletes that were called fumbles. And it's picked off. That's the 6th turnover. That is just awful. That's Deron Williams. And the Islanders will start deep in Baltimore territory again. There's a 9-yard run by Haynes. 2nd and 1. Mirror's going to get nothing on that one. 3rd down. And I think that's going to do it for the half. And at halftime, the score is 13-0 Islanders, and this has just been a horrible showing by the Baltimore Marauders. 6 turnovers in 20 minutes of play. You just can't let yourself do that. Well, hopefully for them, the second half will do better. They're only down by 2 scores. So maybe a team that coughs the ball up 6 times can manage to actually come back. Jelani Bryant gets up to the 21-yard line. First and 10. Lawson throws. Incomplete. That was intended for Lorenzo Anderson. 2nd and 10. Russell runs it 6 yards. 3rd and 4 at the 27-yard line. Stopped by J.D. Green. Russell's going to get the first down. After being stopped by J.J. Diablo. 1st and 10 at the 31. Russell looks. Throws. Gets Michael Brown. First down at the Prince Edward Island, at the Islanders' 43-yard line. That's 26 yards from Brown, or from Russell to Brown, the aging receiver. Russell runs it. Gets 7 on that. 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3. Throws. Hits Lorenzo Anderson to the 10. It's going to be first and goal for the first time for the Marauders. Longest they've held a ball.
It's first and 10. The ball is on the 10 yard.
Russell looking. Hands it to Lawson, who loses a yard. Second and goal at the 11.
It's second and goal.
Lawson gains 3. Third and goal.
It's third and goal. At the 8
And after everything that's happened in the first half, you really don't want to end this with a field goal. There's worse ways to end it, but you still don't want to end it with a field goal. But that's what they're going to have to do, as Lawson only gets another 2 yards. And it's going to be fourth down at the 6. And this is Jan Eriksson, who would like to get past the first round for a change. He didn't last year with Buffalo. And it's good. And it's now 13-3. Marauders finally get themselves on the board. Still down by 10. This is actually the Islanders' 4th trip to the playoffs. They have made it every year of their existence since the team was founded in 2019. Kerr gets to the 22-yard line. Their all-time playoff record is, let's see, 0-1. They were a one-and-done after being the Eastern first seed, losing to Buffalo in the second round back when there were only two conferences. They lost 27-21. The Buffalo Rage would eventually go on to be the champions that year. 2020, they beat Memphis 30-14. And then would lose to a now defunct Pittsburgh Venom in the second round, 41-13. Last season, they get past Baltimore 25-15. When they lose in the second round to the St. Louis Archers 22-13. So a 3-4 record in the playoffs. Vernon throws. That's Hughes. That's a 4-yard gain. 13-3, ball on the 44-yard line. And that's going to be encroachment on Avery. Second and 1 at the 49. Haynes loses a yard. 3rd and 2. Stopped by Jake McCray and Ken Richmond. Haynes again, he's going to get the first this time. Up to the Baltimore 49-yard line before he's stopped finally by Alan Burrell. Haynes with another first down. The 37. Vernon runs himself. He gets 2 before being stopped by McCray. Second and 8 at the 35. Vernon throws. Preciado gets the first down before he's sandwiched by, let's see, by Drew Ivy and Greg White. Be first and 10 of the 27. About 2.5 to go in the third. Vernon takes it 5 yards himself. Second and 5. Haynes gets another first down. This one to the 17. Less than 2 to go in the third. Haynes, who just keeps going, getting more and more yards. That's 3 on this one. Second and 7 to the 14. Vernon throws, incomplete. Third and 7. Minute 14 to go in the quarter. Haynes gets a yard. It's going to be fourth down at the 13. So it's going to be another field goal unit. Trying to bring that lead back up to 13. It's up, and it's good for Carmen. So it's now 16-3 Islanders. .51 seconds to go in the third. Jelani Bryant gets tripped up. But that was Robert Harvey. First and 10 of the 21. Byrne gets 3 on the play. They finally gave him the ball and let him run with it. Why? Because he hasn't dropped it yet. Second and 7, ball on the 24. Russell throws. Gets Sanders, who only gets a couple, if even that. Might have only gotten 1. There's a gain of 2, third and 5. And that's the end of the third quarter. 16-3. I mean, 119 yards isn't that impressive, but when you realize that he's known where to throw it, and it knows that it doesn't exactly have to be far, and he lets his feet do the work along with his running backs. Lawson gets the first down. First and 10 of the 38. Russell throws it behind him. Gets Brown. And he's gone. Touchdown Marauders. That was Michael Brown. And now they're probably going to go for 2. And to be honest, I would advise against that because 2 is actually a bit harder. And see, like that. And that's going to be no good. So the score is going to remain 16. So the score is going to be 16-9 in favor of the Islanders. That was a 62-yard touchdown pass from Russell to Brown. .9:16 left to go in regulation. Kerr to the 20, to the 23. And the Islanders get ready to try to add to that lead, as it is now a one-score game. Vernon manages to drop his knee about in front of the line, but at the point where Stafford grabbed him, that would have been a sack. It was Garrett Stafford with the tackle. 2nd and 7 at 26. That's intercepted by Anderson. Sean Anderson. And that's the second turnover by the Islanders. The first one by Pick. Russell to Lawson. Lawson gets 6 on that. 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line. Russell throws, gets Anderson. That was Lorenzo Anderson. There's Lorenzo and Jordy Anderson at receivers, and then there's Sean Anderson at cornerback. Russell to Lawson. Lawson gets a yard. 2nd and 9 at the 15. Lawson again. Gets rubber banded. That's going to be 3rd and 2 at the 8. Russell launches it. Incomplete. That was intended for Jordy Anderson. It's going to be 4th and 2. They've decided they're going to go for the field goal now and try to get the ball back. It's up and it's good. Score is now 16-12 Islanders. 4 points is the lowest this lead has been. The Marauders making progress. Scoring this half alone would be 12-3 Baltimore. But that first half counts too, and it was not a good first half for the Baltimore Marauders. Erickson kicking off. Kerr gets dropped at the 20. The Islanders are going to have to put in work here. Vernon looks. 4 black jerseys right there in that little circle. 2nd and 10. Haynes gets 4, 3rd and 6. Hughes with a catch. Not enough. And it's going to be punted. That was 2. So Noel Benn to punt. That current lead is not a comfortable one. Fair catch called by Jelani Bryant. Ball at the 43-yard line, just over half a field to go. Russell throws. Gets Boister for a 7-yard gain. Ball at the 50. That's the first time Boister's number's been called today. Russell throws. Incomplete. Oh, pass interference. That's going to be a 10-yard. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty for Kelvin Perry. 1st and 10 at the 40. Not the time to give that up. And now an encroachment penalty. That's on Kawan Hines. So 1st and 5. 15 free yards from the penalty. It's ball on the 35-yard line. Lawson. He gets 3. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 32-yard line. So in what Max Football 2020 considers field goal range. 2nd and 2. Lawson is going to get the first down. That's going to be at the 17. 1st and 10. Adrian Gates' 5th tackle of the day. Less than half the incomplete. That could have either gone to Sean Sanders or Mike Lawson, but that went to neither. 2nd and 10. 4.5 to go in regulation. That's the word I was looking for. Lawson gets a yard. 3rd and 9. Ball on the 16-yard line. Russell throws. Gets Anderson. That's a touchdown. That's Lorenzo Anderson. And the Baltimore Marauders, after the garbage first half they've had, 6 turnovers, and they have now taken the lead. It's 18-16 Marauders with 4 minutes to go in regulation. They're going to go for 2. Going to force the need for a touchdown for the Islanders. Throws. Incomplete. So it was risk versus reward, and that risk yielded no reward. But the Marauders have come back from 13-0, and they are now up 18-16 with less than half of a quarter to go in regulation. So here's Erickson. Now can they hold off the Islanders and get their first ever playoff win? Kerr starts the Islanders off at the 21-yard line. Here's Nick Vernon, who has actually put on a hell of a performance for a hell of a playoff performance for a backup quarterback. Starting only his second career game, he's sacked. Offensive line just sort of imploded, and Jake McCray tallies another one. Vernon looks. He gains, I think, 9. 3rd and 2. Vernon's going to run it himself. He's going to get past the first down marker. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 35. Less than 3 to go. Two games tomorrow. The Southern. Oh, that's a sack. That's Carlos Davis. It's going to be 2nd and 11 at the 34. There's going to be Vancouver Direwolves and the San Diego Silverbacks in a Western Conference semifinal. And for the second year in a row, a Northern semifinal is the Omaha Elks visiting the Buffalo Rage. And no, we do not know what order that doubleheader is going to be in at this point. It will probably be North first and then the West. This is Ben to punt. I wouldn't have done that so late, but they're hoping to get the ball back. That fair catch is going to be at the 39. About the 2-minute warning. This will be the last play before that. Mike Lawson, who's held the ball better this half, gets up to the 45-yard line. At the 2-minute warning, it's 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
Lawson has 70-plus yards. Byrne fumbles, and it's picked up by Hines. So, after things were starting to look up for the Marauders, their 7th fumble. Vernon is stopped after getting 3 yards. That's Carlos Davis, and the Islanders are going to call a timeout. Vernon running again. 3rd and 3. They're going to call another timeout. They're so close to field goal range, but can they make it? They are 5 yards away. And he's going to get the first down. He's going to get into field goal range. That's at the 30-yard line. But this game has a problem sometimes. If Baltimore can get that clock to run out without reaching 4th down, they're not even going to think to kick that field goal. So Vernon looks, throws. He gets Haynes. He's out of bounds. That's a first down. Minute 12. And now you got to worry about a touchdown. Vernon's going to run it himself. 4 yards. Less than a minute, 2nd and 6. Christian Haynes. 3rd down, 40 seconds. 30 seconds. It's going to be a thrilling end. What was that? He just sort of fell down. 10 seconds. Are they going to get that kickoff? And no! They do not get it. And the Baltimore Marauders, with the most amazingly ridiculous comeback ever, maybe not by point differential, but by circumstance, will be going to Tennessee to face the Memphis Kings in the 2nd round in the Eastern Final. It is their first playoff win in their 2nd trip. The Islanders in their 4th trip, they go 0-1, and that's the end of their season. But gotta hand it to backup quarterback Nick Vernon. He may find a starting job with a quieter team next year, with a team maybe looking to move up in the world. We'll see. Until tomorrow's northern semifinal between Omaha and Buffalo, the NAFA wants to thank you and say good night.